Welcome to Dreamweavers, where slow, ambient sleep stories guide you through calm retellings of history, legends, and the world's quiet wonders. Tonight, we drift with the long, gentle voyage of Odysseus after the fall of Troy. Let the soothing waves of this story carry you into rest. If you find peace here, please like and subscribe to support more sleepy journeys ahead. Chapter 1. The Fall of Troy and the Beginning of the Voyage. The war has ended, and silence settles over the smoldering ruins of Troy. Odysseus and his weary men stand at the edge of the shore, gazing toward the horizon. The sea stretches endlessly before them, calm, vast and inviting, its gentle waves lapping softly, promising a long, quiet journey home. As the sun dips low, the sailors push their ships into the slow-moving water. The air is cool and still. Every splash and every ripple fades into a peaceful rhythm. The vast Mediterranean embraces them, its endless blue calming their tired hearts. The journey is only beginning, filled with soft sea breezes that caress their faces and the warm scent of salt on the air. With each passing hour, the men settle into the gentle rocking of the ship. Their thoughts wander to distant homes, lost loves waiting beyond the horizon. The sky above twinkles faintly with early stars as the slow night breathes around them quiet and steady, like a lullaby sung by the sea. Every gentle swell carries them further into the unknown, wrapped in a tender stillness. The shore fades slowly from view, replaced by the soft shimmer of moonlight on tranquil waves. Odysseus stands watching, a figure framed by the silver glow. The vast open sea stretches endlessly around them, a calm and endless canvas that promises both challenge and rest. The voyage ahead is long and quiet, a slow unfolding of days filled with gentle skies and distant dreams. As night deepens, the sounds of the sea blend softly with the steady rhythm of the ship's journey. The world feels wide and still, the air cool and filled with quiet promise. Under the vast dome of stars, Odysseus and his men float on, carried by the gentle waves toward lands yet unseen. Here begins their timeless voyage through calm and endless horizons. Chapter 2. Endless seas and whispering winds. For days uncounted, Odysseus and his crew sailed onward, where the vast sea stretched endlessly beneath a pale sky. The salt-tinged air wrapped softly around them, carrying the gentle whispers of the wind through the rigging. The steady rhythm of waves meeting the hull became a lullaby, drawing their thoughts inward as the ship glided slowly over the quiet, shimmering water. The whispering winds stirred the sails with a calm breath, a gentle murmur accompanying the endless, unbroken sea. Each wave's soft caress against the wooden hull echoed in a slow, soothing rhythm, like nature's own quiet heartbeat. Odysseus' crew felt the passage of time fade, their senses settling into the steady embrace of the sea's familiar song, carried forward by the soft, ever-present breeze. As days melted seamlessly into one another, the horizon blurred into a continuous line under a sky washed with gentle hues. The sea's surface mirrored the calming light, an unchanging expanse inviting rest. Around them, the winds whispered stories of distant shores yet to be seen, their sound light and steady. The endless journey stretched on, steady. The endless journey stretched on, steady and serene, carrying souls into a world of quiet dreams and fading worries. Each dawn brought the same delicate scene, masts swaying gently beneath soft skies, waves like endless ribbons of silver and blue flowing beneath the ship. The silence between the sighs of the wind filled the air with peace, Odysseus gazed across the waters, where the only motion was the rhythmic dance of sea and breeze, a constant harmony that slowed time and soothed the heart to quiet calm. The nights embraced the ship with a darker quiet, the stars twinkling softly above as the sea whispered low secrets in the cool air. The ship rocked gently with the deep, slow rhythm of the waves, a timeless motion that carried the travelers onward. Dreams drifted softly through the hush, woven like the winds through the sails, and the long voyage continued, endless in its gentle, unchanging dance. Morning light returned with quiet grace, spreading a warm glow across the vast sea and the crew's weary faces. The endless journey was one of repetition and gentle rhythms. The salt air, the waving masts, the whispering winds, all weaving a slow story of passage. Odysseus and his companions moved ever forward into the unknown, soothed by the sea's steady song. Chapter 3. Islands Forgotten and Shadows Long. As Odysseus's ship sails through stretches of quiet sea, islands appear like whispers on the horizon. Some lie silent and forgotten, bathed in soft golden light, while others stretch long shadows beneath the dying sun. Each glimpse kindles a deep yearning in Odysseus to step ashore and feel the earth beneath his feet, yet the voyage presses onward, guided by the pale glow of evening. The islands drift past slowly, their shapes shifting like distant dreams. Quiet coves and sandy shores beckon briefly, but offer no rest. Odysseus watches the sun dip lower, casting long, stretching shadows upon waves and land. The warmth of those golden moments fades into coolness, and still the sea calls him forward. The longing to pause is strong, but the journey holds him fast beneath the descending twilight. Time slows as waves gently lap the ship's sides, and the horizon melts between sea and sky in soft tones. Islands slip silently past, almost forgotten in the unfolding twilight. Odysseus feels the weight of unspoken memories nestled within their quiet, space-lost songs. Forgotten stories each island, a fleeting echo. With a sigh, he accepts the endless motion, the ceaseless forward drift beneath the soft, fading light of the sun. The golden light that once warmed the land now stretches long and thin, casting shadows that dance gently over ancient stones and quiet groves. Odysseus imagines the lives once lived on these silent shores, the laughter and whispers now carried off by the wind. Even as the night approaches, the longing to touch those hidden places glows quietly within him, a steady pulse beneath the gentle sway of the ship's endless journey. As the sun sinks lower beyond the horizon, the islands become silhouettes against a twilight canvas, each one a dark shape framed by deepening blues and purples. The sea calms in the chill of the evening, and Odysseus' thoughts drift like the slowly falling stars above. The promise of rest is close yet unreachable, and still the voyage rolls onward, carried beneath the soft, steady glow of a moon soon to rise. The night fully settles as the long shadows vanish into the dark, leaving the islands to their quiet slumber. Odysseus stands at the prow, eyes tracing the pale light of stars scattered across the sky. Though his heart aches to pause, his spirit remains tied to the journey, sailing onward through the calm, endless sea beneath the gentle sweep of night's embrace, forever chasing the horizon. Chapter 4. The tempests stir, and gods watch silently. Slowly, the sky darkens as distant storm clouds gather on the horizon. The gentle breeze that once caressed the sea begins to shift, growing restless and uneasy. Across the waters the air feels heavy with expectation, as if the world itself pauses before the brewing tempest. Somewhere far above, the gods remain silent observers of what is about to unfold. The wind grows stronger now, rising to a howling force that sweeps across the waves. The sea stirs beneath, reflecting the turmoil in the sky. Odysseus tightens his grip on the ship's wheel, his eyes fixed on the horizon where shadows deepen. The ship rocks gently, but with increasing urgency, caught between calm and storm, as the restless wind carries whispers of a growing danger. High above, in the distant realms, the gods watch silently, their faces unreadable and calm. They witness the mortal struggle below, Odysseus and his weary crew, as they prepare for what the storm may bring. Nothing stirs the gods' steadfast gaze. They observe with quiet restraint, their silence a veil over the unfolding chaos. The air hums with the tension of fate and the sea's rising breath. Odysseus stands firm at the helm, the sky now a tapestry of darkening clouds and distant thunder. His ship ventures forward, cutting through waves that swell with ominous power. The restless sea threatens to rise higher and higher, calling with a deep and ancient voice. Each wave's crash sounds like a distant warning, yet the hero's resolve holds steady beneath the somber and brooding sky. The tempest stirs with relentless energy, the wind shrieking its wild song through the rigging. The ship creaks and groans, pushed by the growing fury of nature's breath. Odysseus' gaze never falters, even as the storm's heart approaches. The horizon blurs in swirling shadows, promising a night filled with soaring waves and cold, restless winds that will challenge both man and vessel alike beneath the watchful eyes above. As the tempest rises, the gods remain silent and still, their watch unbroken. Beneath the somber skies, Odysseus' ship battles the shifting sea, rising and falling on the waves, relentless rhythm. The silence of the divine contrasts with the loud turmoil below, a quiet that deepens the mystery of fate and the sea's endless challenges. And so, Chapter 5, The Island of the Lotus Eater's Haze. The ship glides through soft waves as the crew comes upon a mist-enshrouded island. The air is thick with a sweet scent from countless lotus flowers, their petals drifting gently through the quiet woods. Time slows here, blending reality with daydreams, as men feel a gentle pull toward forgetfulness, their minds adrift in the haze of this tranquil place. The men step ashore beneath a sky veiled in pearl-grey mist, the soft earth muffling their footsteps. The lotus flowers sway lightly with the breeze, releasing their intoxicating fragrance that seems to blur the edges of the world. Slowly, the sailors find their thoughts growing hazy, memories slipping away like shadows as the island's quiet charms wrap around them, whispering promises of peaceful dreams and endless rest. On the island, time feels as if stretched and softened. Minutes and hours merge and fade, with the lotus scent weaving through every breath, lulling the crew into a gentle trance. Their eyes grow heavy, and the boundaries between waking and dreaming become thin and fluid. The forest around them murmurs with the soft rustle of petals, inviting them deeper into the calm, where forgetfulness offers sweet escape from the endless voyage. Slowly, the sailors begin to sink into drowsy silence, drawn to lie beneath the arching branches, where delicate lotus petals sprinkle down like fragrant rain. The haze folds over them, a soft cloud woven from tired thoughts and soothing scents. Dreams drift lightly upon the breeze, wrapped in the stillness of a quiet island sanctuary, untouched by the pull of the restless sea or the pressing call of distant shores. In this mist-enshrouded haven, the ordinary passage of time seems halted by the lotus haze. The sailors' minds wander softly, their burdens lifting like petals on a slow river. Each breath they take is swelling with the flower's spell, inviting them to forget their long journey and the hardships endured. The peaceful spell tempts them to remain, to surrender to the gentle haze, and to surrender to the gentle haze and the restful pause the island offers. But as the sun dims and the shore's silence deepens, the crew's awareness stirs anew. Though wrapped in dreamy forgetfulness, the call of the sea in the voyage ahead begins to touch their minds again. Slowly, they rise from the lotus veil, carrying with them a lingering calm, a soft memory of the island's haze, before setting sail to continue their weary, endless journey through the vast Mediterranean night. Chapter 6. The Sirens' Distant Song and Starry Night. Anchors, even before the night fully settled, Odysseus heard it. A faint, shimmering melody floating across the sea, the sirens' distant call. Their song wove through the air, endless and beautiful, stretching like a delicate thread across the darkening sky. The ship moved slowly beneath the stars, each note a gentle pull, a soft lure into the depths beyond. As the ship sailed on, the stars above seemed to anchor its slow passage. The crew sat quietly, their eyes fixed on the shimmering horizon where the song floated. The siren's call was both haunting and soothing, weaving in and out like a lullaby carried on the salty breeze. Their voices repeated softly, endless and hypnotic, wrapping the night in a quiet, timeless embrace. Odysseus listened closely, feeling the pull of the music deep inside. It was a song that promised wonders and secrets, a timeless melody that wove through the waves and into the night sky. Yet beneath its beauty there was a calm warning, a quiet tension balanced with the rhythm of the ocean. The crew's steady breathing matched the gentle rocking, their minds drifting with the endless call. The waves hummed softly beneath the ship, carrying the round, pulsing song from afar. The night stretched wide and slow, filled with the sirens' echoing voices. Every star twinkled like a distant witness, anchoring the travelers in this moment between wakefulness and dream. In this quiet space, the endless song became a steady companion, wrapping the ship and its crew in a soothing, gentle hold. Time seemed to slow as the crew sat wrapped in silence, the sirens' voices weaving through the air like threads of silver. The starry night above held them steady, a vast, peaceful sky holding the endless melody close. Waves motioned the ship gently forward, their rhythm steady and slow. The song, repeated again and again, folded into the night like a whispered secret, a lullaby for tired souls. In the stillness of the night, the distant call faded and returned, a soft, endless echo that seemed to stretch beyond the horizon. Odysseus felt the deep calm of the sea around him, the stars steady above, and the siren's song flowing like a river through the dark. This was a moment anchored in time, where the long journey continued softly, wrapped in music and light, toward dawn's gentle arrival. Chapter 7. Circe's Island of Quiet Enchantment. After endless days and nights on the restless sea, Odysseus and his weary men come upon an island kissed by gentle magic. Here the air softens and time slows, inviting the travelers to rest beneath ancient trees whose shimmering leaves glow with muted gold, whispering promises of calm and quiet enchantment. The crew's hearts begin to find peace in this serene refuge. The island, wrapped in soft light and quiet shadows, feels like a living dream. Each dawn spills gently across the shimmering foliage, painting delicate golden hues that dance slowly with the breeze. Odysseus' men, heavy with fatigue from their long journey, lie nestled against mossy trunks, lulled by the subtle magic that weaves through the air, calming restless thoughts and easing aching limbs with a soothing touch. Circe's enchantment is quiet but powerful, a gentle lull that breathes stillness into the surroundings. The sea's distant rhythm fades, replaced by a soft hum of nature's own heartbeat. Under this spell, moments stretch softly, blending one into the next, as if time itself has paused to offer this haven. Here Odysseus and his crew find a rare respite, a pause where worries dissolve amid the gentle glow of the island's light. As the days drift slowly by, the island reveals its tender charms. Soft shadows stretch beneath the swaying tree limbs, and the leaves shimmer gently like softened flames in a quiet hearth. The men breathe deeply of the mild air, the warmth wrapping around them like a comforting blanket. Even Odysseus allows himself to sink into this calm, his mind exhaling the weight of endless voyages and worn-out courage. Beneath Circe's watchful magic, time flows in gentle rhythms. Hours melt into peaceful stillness, broken only by the whispering wind and distant calls of unseen creatures. The island's quiet enchantment cradles the crew, stitching their scattered dreams back together like fragile threads of light. In this cocoon of soft silence, the sea-weary travelers slowly recharge, finding strength in the warmth and unspoken promises that the island's magic holds. Here on Circe's island, the world feels hushed and kind, a sanctuary shaped by nature's quiet hand. The journey beyond fades into a distant echo, replaced by tender moments of rest beneath golden leaves that shimmer softly in the fading light. And as night draws its velvet curtain, Odysseus and his men sleep deeply, cradled by Circe's gentle enchantment, readying themselves for whatever the endless voyage might bring next. Chapter 8. The Long Wait at the Shores of the Phaeacians. Odysseus arrives at these tranquil shores after many days at sea. The harbor is calm and inviting, bathed in a soft light under a sky filled with countless stars. The Phaeacians, known for their gentle hospitality, welcome him warmly. Though their kindness offers rest, they quietly remind him the long journey ahead still awaits his courage and strength. The days stretch slowly in this peaceful place. Odysseus finds comfort in the quiet rhythms of the shore, where gentle waves lap softly and the breeze carries the faint scent of olive trees. The Phaeacians share tales and meals, their voices low and soothing. Yet even in this calm, Odysseus's heart is restless, knowing this pause is but a brief respite before fate calls him onward. Night wraps the harbor in a blanket of stars, each one twinkling with timeless patience. The water reflects these points of light, creating an endless sea of sparkling dreams. In moments like these, time seems to slow, and Odysseus watches the horizon, feeling both the comfort of safety and the pull of the uncertain voyage that lies beyond the calm shore. The Phaeacians, with gentle smiles and kind eyes, remind Odysseus that though he is safe for now, the journey's end remains far away. Their hospitality provides warmth, but also quiet encouragement. They know the road he must travel is long and fraught with challenges, yet they honor him with peace and rest, a sanctuary amid the endless passage of time and waves. Each day, by the tranquil shores, blends softly into the next, like the waves quietly washing the sand. Odysseus takes these days to heal and remember, the gentle rhythm helping soothe his weary spirit. The sun rises slowly, paints the sky in soft hues, then sinks again, allowing the stars to shine on this brief but precious pause in his storied voyage. As the moment to depart nears, the shore seems to glow beneath the night's stellar canopy. Odysseus prepares to continue, carrying the calm of these days with him. Though the journey ahead is uncertain, the memory of the Phaeacians' kindness lingers a gentle light guiding him through the dark, endless sea toward the next chapter of his long and winding Odyssey. Chapter 9. Homeward Dreams and Fading Horizons. As the sun dips low, Odysseus cast his gaze toward the distant outlines of his homeland, soft and shimmering where sea meets sky. The endless expanse of water stretched before him, gentle waves rocking the ship in a slow, rhythmic pulse. Each sway carried with it a whisper of hope, and the promise of returning to the familiar shores he longed to see once more. The sea, a quiet companion, held a lullaby within its steady motion. It folded and unfolded in soft repeats, waves rolling gently beneath the sky, melting from deep orange to dusky blue. The horizon blurred and stretched out, inviting dreams to drift across its fading light. Odysseus leaned into the calm, his heart steadying with every breath of salty air and every sigh of the fading wind. Beneath the vast canopy of early stars, the ship moved onward through the quiet night. The shimmer of constellations cast silvery paths across the water's surface, as Odysseus's mind wandered through memories and quiet hopes. Each tiny ripple echoed softly in the dark, as if the sea itself whispered ancient secrets of journeys past, and those yet to come, urging the weary traveler ever forward in his slow, steady voyage home. The stars grew brighter with every passing moment, the night air cool and still around the ship. Thoughts of home mingled with the peaceful rhythm of the sea, a repetitive dance that soothed the spirit, tired from long years of wandering. Odysseus held close the quiet comfort of this endless ocean stretch, where hope seemed as infinite as the sparkling skies above, and the dreams of home wove softly around his soul, and the dreams of home wove softly around his soul. As night deepened, the horizon seemed to fade into a gentle blur, the edges of the world soft and undefined. Odysseus sat quietly, the gentle rocking of the waves, a steady pulse beneath him. Each moment unfolded slowly, unhurried, wrapped in the tranquil silence of vast waters and starry skies. The gentle sounds of sea and sky blended into a soothing melody, carrying the traveler onward with peaceful assurance to the land he longed for. With renewed hope and a heart steady as the sea, Odysseus continued his voyage beneath the vast, endless sky. The slow, repetitive swell of the waters cradled the ship, a quiet promise whispered with each wave. His eyes remained fixed on fading horizons, where dreams of home shimmered softly just beyond reach. Here, between sea and stars, the journey settled into quiet, peaceful rhythms, guiding him gently toward the place he called his own. Chapter 10. The Long Journey's End in Quiet Return. At long last, Odysseus's steady boat touches the gentle shores of Ithaca. The endless repetition of waves and sky fades beneath the calm morning glow. Here there is no rush, no loud acclaim, just a soft sigh of relief settling after a journey that seemed to stretch beyond time. It seemed to stretch beyond time itself. Chapter 10. The Long Journey's End in Quiet Return. The island greets him quietly. Soft mist rolls across familiar hills as the day gently unfolds. Every step toward home is a slow return to peace. The sea's song has calmed, and a gentle stillness wraps around him like a warm, worn cloak, inviting rest and gentle dreams. Chapter 10. The Long Journey's End in Quiet Return. The long passage through endless waters finally gives way to softness. The sky's colors mingle in tender shades, and the distant horizon seems to breathe out a welcome. Odysseus feels the weight of wanderings lifting, replaced by a gentle anchor deep within the heart of the land he longs for and holds dear. Chapter 10. The long journey's end in quiet return. As he moves closer to Ithaca's familiar shorelines, the world slows with him. The steady rhythm of his rowing softens, each stroke a gentle lullaby. Around him, the quiet hum of morning awakens slowly. This moment, so still and clear, holds the promise of peace after the long, repetitive voyage beneath restless skies. Chapter 10. The long journey's end in quiet return. At long last, Odysseus's steady boat touches the gentle shores of Ithaca. The endless repetition of waves and sky fades beneath the calm morning glow. Here there is no rush, no loud acclaim, just a soft sigh of relief settling after a journey that seemed to stretch beyond time itself. In the soft light before dawn, the land feels tender and safe. Stars linger gently above, casting a subtle glow on quiet waters. This homecoming is without roar or fanfare. Instead, Chapter 10. The Long Journeys. End in quiet return. Under soft, watchful stars, Odysseus stands still and breathes in the silence around him. The long journey's echoes fade into the gentle night, replaced by the whisper of familiar winds and the promise of stillness. Here in the quiet, his voyage finds its